own it and move forward with it.
All right, well,
okay.
we're in here, boys. What's up?
Just be.
I got an echo.
Where are your shades, Trihex?
Oh, I needed shades? Oh, shit. Okay, I can get some shades. Wait, but first of all, let me just clarify. Everyone in here who's been waiting patiently, I do apologize. The 30-minute timer was actually a filler meme. That way I would for sure be here early in time. Some context here. I've been yelling at all these other 5 idiots like, yo, what the fuck you waiting on me for? I've been ready. Let me know, confirm that you are ready to be unmuted. And I have been muted myself for the last, like, 15 minutes. So it's just like...
Thank God we were muted.
But we're the idiots.
Classic,
we were muted.
Classic boomer mistake, y'all. It's just like the... you're never too old to ever get discorded, get muted like that.
We can get right to it then.
Yeah, let me grab some shades real quick so I'm like properly equipped to handle this like fucking 3 hour. Well, we have 2.25 hours left here. So for this 2 hour recap, because we haven't done anything in like 3 weeks. So yeah, I'll be back. Talk to him.
Hit us with a real quick recap, Lundy.
All right, I will try to make this brief. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Roll for Content. This is Big Lundy, and we're going to get started with the recap. So last session, the group went on a bit of a journey to find the capital of Cornath, the city of Fortuna. When they arrived, they were given some free time to do as they please, and many of the groups split up into their own different destinations. Flim-flam unintentionally found the Dean of Admissions to the Bardic College of Fortuna, did a dance with her, impressed her, got himself enrolled, and is now going to be in college debt for the rest of his life. Then the rest of the team, outside of our Mr. Baron von Scheckelstein, found the great Alphonse in the middle of the street performing feats of strength and decided to challenge him to several feats of strength, of which Beast Boy was able to defeat him by turning into a spider and climbing up and down a wall. The team split into their different ways after that, and each found their own place to belong, at least for the moment. And I believe, Noname was able to find his own personal temple to Tyr and took the Oath of Vengeance, showing that he is dedicated to his paladin ways. I think that's basically it.
Let's go.
So, we open back up in the city of Fortuna. It's been about a week since you guys have gotten here. You haven't been contacted by Jacoby, which is a little weird. But all of you have had time to settle into the city. Flim-flam, you have been taking regular classes at the college, and the Dean of Admissions gathers you into the college main hall, along with several. And you see that they're all sitting in front of you at a table, and they're all sort of steepling their fingers as they look at you and they say, okay, Flim-flam, you have been here for about a week, and we are ready for you to show that you are ready to incorporate the lessons that we've taught you so far as you go out into the world. As you know, the way in which that we do these sort of studies is that we teach you the basics. You demonstrate that you understand the basics, go out, apply them to your regular life, and then when you return, we teach you more. Is that understood?
Understood. I'm ready.
Okay. Consider this your oral exam. The main idea here is just to impress us with what you have learned so far. So if you'd like, you can go ahead and give us a little bit of a performance and let us know how you can do.
Whoa, ha, ha, ha. I must have been away when this was assigned. I got to do a final exam type dealy thing. What are you looking for?
Oh, it's no big deal. All we want is for you to do some sort of improvisational act of some sort, whatever you're comfortable with, and show us that you're capable of captivating an audience.
All right. Well, I guess I could give you a little yarn, little spin here. Oh, the dragon's balls are blazing as I stepped into his cave, and I sliced his fucking cockles with a long and shiny blade. 'Twas I who fucked the dragon, sing fuck a lie, sing fuck a loo. And if you plan to fuck with me, then I shall fuck you too. You gotta get it on in the party zone. You gotta lick a toad in the potty zone. You gotta suck a chode in the potty zone. You gotta shoot a load in the potty zone. That's a little taste.
That was fantastic. Go ahead and roll me a performance check just to figure out what
Not like
is here.
this. We all know how my rolls go. Why do I always have to roll? Son of a bitch.
You'll be rolling with
I'm gonna
advantage.
roll. Listen.
Apologies, I have a hard time.
Oh my god, I forgot that I haven't signed into the Roll20.
Alright, so I roll performances.
God damn it! I have to. They
Harkdan's not in here either.
Alright, I rolled.
And I have to fucking, of course, do a forgot password because you fucking.
You guys.
Oh my god, it's terrible
Don't
again.
worry, don't worry, don't worry. You rolled with advantage for that fantastic
Wait.
performance. So we're gonna roll with the 25 as opposed to the natural one.
Holy shit, I can't believe you did that.
All right. So you get a clap from all the instructors as the dean sort of stands up and walks over to you with a piece of paper in her hand and hands it over to you. This is your signed certificate showing that you're capable, at the very least, of the basics of the College of Fortuna. You are now an official bard, sponsored by us, and you are given free reign to go out into the world and show everybody what you're capable of. When you think that you're ready for the next steps, feel free to return, and we'll start with your next lessons.
All right, let's do it. I'm ready.
All right. So, sorry, I can't see a goddamn thing in these. Fucking. Beto Virgin, you have spent the last week in intensive strength training with the Great Alphonse, and after several days, the Great Alphonse brings you out into the town square. And he asks you, "Little Beto Virgin, I have a question for you. Are you capable of showing everyone what you are capable of?"
Yeah.
Great. What is going to be your feat of strength?
I'm gonna beat Noname in an arm wrestling contest.
Where is this Noname?
It is I, Noname! Ready to-
Noname.
Ready to arm wrestle you.
Best 2 out of 3, Noname. It's been a while.
Okay, let's do it, I guess. How do we do that?
Alphonse goes over to one of the local cafes
Neff,
and
what's your
takes...
Twitter?
Wait, he linked it.
Look at.
Okay.
What? Me?
Sorry. Just pay attention to the chat. Okay, how do I
Click
roll?
athletics in the skills
Yes.
section.
Fuck me.
Boomer.
Don't fucking don't start with me, you bastard. First you called me out to arm wrestle, and then you called me out as a boomer. How dare you?
Yes, Beto Virgin.
Athletics, right?
Yep.
Understand that insulting people is not the way of strength. Showing that you are stronger is always the way of strength.
You're right, the Great Alphonse.
All right. So after the Great Alphonse grabs a table from a local cafe and brings it over to you two and sits you both down, you both clasp hands and you begin arm wrestling. And there's a bit of a strain as you guys are fairly even for a little while, but Beto Virgin eventually manages to tilt Noname back before finally slamming his hand back down. Great! The first match goes to Beto Virgin.
Take that! Noname.
Wait, how does that work? How did he beat me?
Whoever rolls
Wait.
higher.
He rolled a 17.
Oh, the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you weren't
okay.
because you weren't in what disadvantage state. Second number is for disadvantage, right?
Second number is for advantage or disadvantage.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do you want to do a base 2 out of 3?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Round 2, begin!
Ooh.
Round 2 begins. Oh, shit. Round 2 begins, and the match is a little bit less even as Beto starts off a little bit uneven and sort of turns his hand a bit and screws up his strength, allowing Noname to eventually bring him down instead. So the second match goes to Noname. Round 2 goes to the strikingly handsome paladin.
This is how you do it.
I'm tired of your shit and everybody's shit. Let's fucking go.
And I'll use
Round
Incel
3.
Rage.
Round Incel Rage. Got it.
Yeah.
Round
Do
3.
I have something to use?
Unfortunately, you don't have any spells or anything that actually gives you advantage on athletics checks.
But
Okay, well,
I could use my music to boost your performance.
do it.
Do you
This is a
really-
1v1.
Wait, do we really want to beat him at his training? No.
This is my thing.
Mouton, call him out. Tool assistance right here.
You should
Not
have
fair.
challenged him, dude.
Just
I
play.
was gonna command him to lose. Honestly, that's what I was gonna do.
That's something that you can do.
I rolled really poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you still have rage.
I already did it. You're good.
All right. Yeah.
Wait,
So
I
the second.
beat-
So the third round, very even for a little bit. Eventually, Noname does in fact win out, and the Great
He's still
Alphonse
too
sort of.
strong.
The Great Alphonse claps his hands and says, "It is okay. It is okay, Beto Virgin. You chose yourself the strongest person that you could as your opponent, outside the Great Alphonse, of course, and I appreciate that. There is no greater challenge to strength than knowing someone who is strong and challenging them exclusively. You could have cheated, challenged a small child if you wanted to, but no, you went for the highest bar you could, and that the Great Alphonse respects."
Noname is truly the greatest, besides you, of course, in the world.
The Great Alphonse smacks both of you on the backs, on your backs, and turns to Beto Virgin. "Now, Beto Virgin, you are allowed to go out into the world and show everyone the strength that you have gained. When you are ready, return back to the Great Alphonse, and I will show you more ways of power."
I will return for more incel knowledge.
"Yes! More insane knowledge for Beto Virgin. Remember, avoid the women."
It's not hard.
Clean your fucking room.
One day.
All right. In the meantime, throughout the entirety of the week, Beast Boy, you have been partaking in a number of different interesting hallucinogenics as you meditate in the forest outside of the Fortuna. And you have sort of become more in tune with the ways of nature, and you find yourself a lot better situated with how everything is interconnected. Can you give a little bit of insight as to what you have learned over the past week of meditation?
Yeah. For a while here, I felt like I was always in some kind of competition with like trying to prove my self-worth as a dragonborn in this human-infested world. Even the phrasing of such seems to be one of like insecurity and just really, just insecurity overall. But I've come to realize that actually there's a beauty to this entire system. You know, this human society, it's functioning in many wonderful ways, and whether it be bartering at these markets or just these like higher education facilities that allow the facilitation of knowledge, and just everything here is beautiful and full of synergy. And I feel like why couldn't I partake in this? You know, I've been reflecting here, and I'm thinking about Beto Virgin. You know, he's sitting here trying to acquire a mate, and I've been sitting here just shitting on this whole idea of mating with human. But if Beto can nearly acquire one, why can't I? I want to partake in society. I'm ready to also do the same thing. Beto looks happy and fulfilled. Why can't I partake in the same thing? I want to talk to women, human women, beautiful women, and show them the ways of dragonborn druids, and perhaps turn them on to a lifestyle that they are not yet foreseen themselves.
All right, a very interesting goal.
Oh God, this is what we are all trying to do.
Oh
We
my.
just gotta get this pussy, bro.
Oh no. I just want to play my music.
Everyone just wants to fuck in this campaign.
So as the week goes on, because I believe Noname has already taken his oath, so he's good to go. He definitely feels a lot closer to his god, Tyr. And we've already gone over Sheckelstein and his connection to his patron. So I believe we can move on a little bit from there. So after the first week of you guys being there, and you all successfully complete the first bit of your training, as it were, you all are, well, actually, you're all sleeping in different areas, aren't you? Where are all of you staying at the moment? Are you staying in the same spot, or have you taken up to different places? Because I do remember that Noname wanted to stay at the temple, and I don't think he wanted Sheckelstein to be there.
I stayed at the inn.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah,
I
close.
remember.
Spent 2
Oh,
weeks.
are you saying that my people aren't welcome? Tieflings, my money's not good at the inn?
It's not the money. It's the fact that you openly said that you would steal if you would walk into my temple.
Listen, I was being dramatic, okay? You can't take things that I said in the past as serious, okay?
Sometimes people should be held accountable if their current behavior reflects the mistakes that they've made in the past. My friend, you said this only a week ago. That is not the past.
Technically, I believe it was 3 weeks ago. That's a good amount of time, but let's move forward.
All right, so where are all of you staying at the moment?
I'm probably with Noname in his temple of
So you'll be at the temple.
Ottoman.
Yeah, I'm outside of town. I believe I was like towards the bottom. I was like near a waterfall or out in the mountains or whatever. But now I'm like
Right.
I'm definitely venturing back towards the town because I'm excited to engage.
Okay. Now, you do recognize that as you do enter the town, while you are allowed in, and there doesn't appear to be any physical barriers for entry, as you do sort of proceed through the city to re-find your adventuring mates, as it were, a lot of the townsfolk are looking at you very warily. The old familiar way in which people sort of approach your kind has... it's creeping back into recent memory.
Interesting. I wonder if is it because my breath smells particularly different today or something. I don't. May I ask someone? Or can I ask someone nearby? Like what's going on? Why they seem
Sure.
distraught?
You approach a random townsperson. You sort of walk over to one man who's sort of looking at you from his shop stall, and he's looking at you with sort of squinted eyes and a tilted head, and you sort of approach him, and he goes, "What do you want?"
Greetings, my fellow my fellow shop operator. I just wanted to know if there was something going on today. Is this like the national stare contest holiday, or if there's some kind of human activity that I'm oblivious to right now that everyone's currently engaging in?
I know what you're talking about, but you said fellow shop owner. Are you a shop owner too?
No, but I am an epic quester who's currently in cahoots with my party right now to probably acquire some more goods.
Right. Well, I sell bread, so if you want bread, then you can buy bread. If you don't, fuck off.
Well, my apologies then. I didn't. I thought today was some kind of stare contest holiday, but I see it's just some fucking rude asshole day today. Jeez. I thought you humans were taught manners. Behave like inbred.
Humans taught manners. You know what you are? Have you ever looked in a mirror? Do you have any idea what you are?
Well, let me see here. You know, luxurious dragon scales, tail. Certainly quite taller than you. Seems pretty formidable at this current time. So, yes, I'm aware of who I am.
No, listen. I don't trust your kind. I don't trust your type. I rarely see you guys. When I do, you're always full of yourselves. You're always treating everybody else as they're beneath you. I ain't got no time for this. If you want something, I'll sell it to you. But otherwise, I don't want to talk to you. And I feel most of the people probably feel much the same.
I would bother to ask you why you feel that way, but I feel like your IQ is definitely too low to be bothered with, and I'll have you know that if I was starving to death, I would happily spit on the cover of your windowsill here and proceed to never purchase anything here ever again. So with that, I do a little thunder jolt with my sneeze or whatever, and then like peace out of there.
He sort of like gives you a rude gesture as you walk away, but behind your back so you don't see.
Mm-hmm. Pussy. So yeah.
So you rejoin at the local inn that I believe Sheckelstein and Flim-flam are staying at. Flim-flam is at the piano at the inn. It's a very old and rusted piano. It's kind of out of tune, but Flim-flam's able to make it work as he performs there, just sort of relaxing as it were. Potentially celebrating his sort of like recent graduate status, as it were. Sheckelstein, what would you be doing around? I would say about like 10 in the morning.
Just waking up, I believe. Sounds pretty accurate.
Okay. You wake up to the melodic sounds of piano from downstairs. This is something that's been happening on a fairly regular basis. Is Flim-flam getting a bit of inspiration and then just starting to play whatever is on his mind, whenever he gets into the inn. You're not sure if this is something that's a result from the night before, or if he also just woke up and decided that this was how he was going to spend his morning.
Nice. Am I doing a little song for everybody? Is that what I'm doing?
If you would like, I'm just going with just
shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Yeah, from the home of the Charge Bon Voyage. Yeah, from the home of the Dodger Brooklyn squad. Wu-Tang Killer Bees on the swarm. Come to my Dallas Disco Dome. But you can't even touch my skill. You got to go through one killer bee and he ain't gonna kill now. Chop that down. Pass it all around. Lyrics get hard, quick cement to the ground. In every 52 states, I get psycho killer Norman Bates. My producer slam goes like Pam. Jump on stage and put my dip down.
There is applause as you finish up that particular bar. Behind you, as you enter, by the way, Beast Boy, there is a familiar sort of face underneath a feathered cap as the soft features of Jacoby sort of pats you on the shoulder and looks at you and says, "Hi, it's good to see you again, my friend."
Finally, a familiar face. Jacoby, it's great to be reacquainted with you.
Yes, I told you all that I would get back with you the next day, but there has been a bit of a development, so I've been a bit delayed. My apologies.
Oh, that's certainly fine. I also came through some unforeseen events myself here with a glorious revelation, actually. But I'm excited to hear about your news, honestly.
Well, it would probably be best if I talk to the rest of the group as well. Is everyone else here? Or am I going to be doing a little bit of traveling?
I'm just as unsure as you are currently. I'm trying to acquire everyone myself. I believe there's I'm hearing the music nearby, so I'm sure Flim-flam can't be far away.
Of course, he's addicted to the entertainment, that man.
Among other things.
Flim-flam.
Flim-flam needs his sugar, baby.
While
Flim-flam, I do cocaine.
While you are playing on the piano, you are approached from behind by a large figure and a more slender figure. And as you turn to regard them, you notice them as Beast Boy and Jacoby. Jacoby sort of like waves to you and says, "Apologies, are we interrupting?"
No, I was just finishing up here. I just finished over at the Bard School, and I'm ready to get back on the road. So if you're coming back with another adventure, I'm ready to pack up and take this sexy rock and roll.
Flim-flam, tired of actually fatigued from performing. I never thought I'd see the day.
We all seek the variety, the spice of life, as it were. Doing one thing all the time it can be rather tiring. Everyone wants to take a break from the monotony every once in a while.
Indeed.
Is everyone else here in Flim-flam? Or is it just you and Beast Boy at the moment?
I think it's just me, the Beast Boy, the Baron von Scheckelstein, and we need the Paladin and the Incel. Maybe if I go up to the roof and play a chord real loud, then they'll be able to hear us.
It would be very impressive to hear them over the entirety of the city, but if that's what you want to do, then I'm not going to begrudge you.
Wait, is Baron is nearby? Where is the caped one?
I am here behind the piano, looking for perhaps any money that may have fallen on floor that's forgotten by past patrons.
Nice.
You do not look, you do not find. I'm sorry, I look. It costs nothing and gets you possibly something. I'm sorry. That's my thriftiness offended.
No, I'm actually not offended at your driftiness. I actually wanted to partake in it. I had a revelation with some insight while I was doing recreational drugs out in the woods, and it has occurred to me that it's a custom in some human villages to toss spare change into a fountain for some absurd reason. Shall we go over? If you consider so, we can probably go buy a fountain and scavenge out for some free loot there if you'd like.
Yes,
I would not recommend that. While it is not illegal, it is highly frowned upon, and it is possible that you might earn the disfavor of the people, even more so than normal.
Wait, I have plan, okay? Here's what we do. I have clipboard and high visibility vest. We go, I hold sign, and you act like worker cleaning fountain, and I give you orders. Nobody think problem. Very good plan. Nobody question man with clipboard. This is true.
And while I would not wish to tell you all to not do as you please, there is a matter of some import that I do need to gather all of you for. So perhaps you could do this after we finish?
Fair enough.
Oh, okay.
So
Though I do like your idea.
Think smart, not harder.
That idea is straight. That's straight out of a sitcom. I swear to God. So Jacoby and Beast Boy and Scheckelstein, Flim-flam, all of them start to head over. And what are Beta Virgin and Nona May doing at about 10 in the morning?
I believe
Beta
they
Virgin?
share a bed and are snuggling. I hear sounds coming from room.
Yeah, we probably are sharing a bed, hanging out. Not in a weird way, though.
Nothing weird about this.
It's only weird if y'all are nude.
All right. So, as the rest of the group comes in, they are directed towards the room that Beto and Nona May are using, and Jacoby, at the very least, is polite enough to knock on the door first. Excuse me, Beto Virgin and Nona May. It is Jacoby. May I come in?
Yeah.
Of course.
We're not naked or anything, so.
You're supposed to say, 1 second, please hold on, 1 second.
Come right in. We are not having sexual intercourse.
So Jacoby comes in, and followed by Beast Boy, Scheckelstein as well, and Flim-flam. And he sort of gathers his hands together and sort of steeples them a bit as he leans against the wall and says, okay, so I know that I was supposed to gather all of you the day after that we came in here. I was going to make a report and then come get you, but there have been some complications, as it were. And so something that I'm going to have to ask all of you to do, if you do not mind, is to accompany me to the palace. Are you all okay doing that?
I'm ready.
I too am ready. I didn't have any sex last night, so I have a lot of energy to do the quest.
Me either.
No gay sex was to be had in this room
Not
or
a
in this
single
temple.
sex.
There is no man asking about gay sex, but you bring up many times makes me question about why talk
Stop
about.
asking questions, thief.
Yeah, man, I mean,
Why are you in this temple to begin with?
Yeah, let's
Tell me a thiefling? It is tiefling, not thiefling. Your anti-thief ethic like
Stop talking to my
real
task
true
Guys, let's not fight. If the paladin wants to screw the twink, that's his business. Let's just go on this quest and get this thing done, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's our business.
Our business, but it did
May
not
I
happen.
concur that I also want sex, and that I'm excited to quest so we can find mates to plow. I too want to unleash incel rage.
That is
Yeah. Let's go.
very, very good information to know. As we get to the palace, by the way, I would prefer that all of you stay on your very best behavior. It is
Is it a
somewhat
queen?
important. Well, yes, we're going to be talking to the queen, so a little bit of etiquette should
I have a
be,
question.
observed. Yes.
The
I'm just going to suggest that I go to represent the whole group for this one. You guys all know your animals. You're fucking animals. It's the queen. We're going to end up dead if I let you guys go. Just let me go.
I might call the queen a bitch if I
I'll come
go,
back
yeah.
with the quest. No one will get sexually harassed. It'll be perfect.
I think you and Nona May could go together.
why would you assume the queen likes music? I just feel like you're
No,
you're strong.
there will be no music. There will be no
Then
music.
why are we
I just feel
sending
like-
you? That's your one strong suit is music. I
I
don't.
just feel like you guys are a little rough around the edges. You're
This
a
right
little-
here, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Please maintain the arguments to a minimum and maintain a little bit of etiquette in front of the queen. That is all I am asking.
Listen, back
agree.
me up here, man. You know these guys. You're about to bring them in front of the queen. I'm telling you, it should just send me, man.
You know
This-
what? I think we should all go.
I agree.
God. Oh God,
I'm really excited to meet this queen here.
I'm gonna get executed.
During my
This-
revelation, it
Sex
occurred
man.
to me that women with extremely large breasts are usually the ones who are most respected. So I'm
Oh,
eager
Jesus Christ,
I'm eager
please.
to peep these melons.
All right, in
Yes.
interest of the party,
Respectfully,
I
of
think
course.
I think just Flim-flam and Nona May should go talk to her. We can wait outside.
Yep. I'm gonna second that vote.
I think perhaps all people remain quiet with charisma, even perhaps such giant charisma. Perhaps we still move forward as group.
I will
Especially,
remain quiet.
Okay.
singing animal with charisma of less roll of four.
I'm not worried about the charisma, man. This group has been known to say some pretty colorful things, and we're going in front of the queen, and I don't want to end up in a stockade or in jail. I've been there before, and it's not the best.
Perhaps a good strategy would be to simply not speak unless you are asked to.
All right, deal.
This
I agree.
perhaps will be big problem. However, make best effort.
I agree.
I've been to jail
Respect will
before.
be
Nona
distributed
May
in
locked
mass.
me up last night.
Very good.
I've been to jail every night. It's called masculinity. Masculinity is a prison.
True. We're the most oppressed race. Men.
There's definitely a deep sense of regret emanating from Jacoby's face as he sort of like looks away from all of you and sort of shakes his head. But he sort of motions to all of you and says, "Very well. Please do follow me." He leads you all outside of the temple. He leads you through the center of the city, and eventually he approaches the great palace that is within the center. And as he approaches the front, several guards are standing out front, all of them with halberds in hand, wearing very heavy armor, and they're all staring forward. And as he approaches, they don't seem to move at all. But as the rest of you sort of come, they start to shift their hands on their halberds as they sort of regard the rest of you. Jacoby speaks to one of them quietly for a second before they all sort of like relax a little bit and allow you all to enter through the front gates. As you enter the front gates, it's the interior of the palace is magnificent. Everything is made from marble, from the floors to the walls to the ceilings. There's paintings all around that are just you could tell that each painting is probably worth a decent amount of money each on their own.
Oh no!
Even knowing
no.
nothing about art, you can tell that these are magnificently done. And as you sort of are led through the palace, eventually you make your way to the grand hall, where there are a number of different windows with stylized stencils all along them, all of which depicting many different types of things, from a dragon to a knight to a wizard, to all sorts of different things that don't seem to have any particular running theme to them, but at least not one that comes to mind immediately. As you enter the Great Hall, you look forward and you see on the singular throne at the end of the hall sits a platinum-haired woman of slightly middling age at this point, but she is very striking when you look at her, and she has sort of a strange lime green sort of triangle mark on her cheek as she sits in the center of the... I'm going to go ahead and put her there. Yeah. As she sits in the center of the dais in front of the main hall. And she sort of regards all of you all with a nod and sort of motions for all of you to approach. And Jacoby sort of leads all of you there and sort of steps off to the side and sort of gives a bit of a sweeping bow and then motions to the rest of you. My queen, this is the group that I told you about. The woman looks to all of you and nods to each one of you and says, "It is my understanding that all of you have bore witness to an interesting event not too terribly far from here, near the town of Red Lodge. Is that correct?"
Yes.
I see. And it is my understanding...
Explain the situation, Beto Virgin.
No, we're good. We're caught up.
It is also my understanding that this event had to do with a particular draconic creature declaring his inevitable return. Is that also correct?
Yes, ma'am.
How hot is the queen? Can you roll?
I have,
No, danger zone.
I have.
Wait, actually, that's a
Wait,
roll.
you have a picture of it? Hold on.
Yeah, it's...
Is he an anime girl?
Is hentai big titties?
Oh, big titty hentai
There's
boy.
no way you can inquire this. I've been behaving and quiet the entire time.
Okay, I'm ready to roleplay again, so.
Okay. So, she regards all of you and nods and says, "Okay, if all of you can confirm that, then I believe all of you can act as official witnesses. If you all wouldn't mind waiting for a second, we're waiting on a couple other people to join us."
I'm a witness to your beauty.
Good, Beto.
Yep, we'll wait. We're good.
Keep up the words of affirmation. Women love that sort of thing.
She sort of looks to Beto as he says this and gives him a slight smirk and just nods but doesn't really respond verbally. She waits for a second as she looks over to Jacoby, and they sort of like exchange glances a little bit as if they're speaking non-verbally. And eventually, after a few moments, two knights enter in from behind you all in the hall and sort of step to the side, and one of them says, "Presenting the majority leader of the Senate, Sir Baron von Dinglenut," as a large man in the sense that he's very rotund. In the sense that he's very rotund, he sort of lumbers in behind all of you. His very bald head, sort of sweating profusely as he sort of enters. He grabs a handkerchief from his rather dapper jacket and starts dabbing himself and says, Yes, it's a pleasure to be here, Your Majesty." The other knight says, "And the minority Senate leader, Baron Giselle." And the second person enters in, also bald, but not near as rotund. This man sort of gives off an air of military bravado. And he sort of enters, and he has sort of like a half cape on, and sort of like a white jacket with white pants and a black belt. While he is bald, he does have a very spruce mustache. And he enters in from behind Dinglenut. And both of them sort of approach all of you and sort of stand between. You all end up standing between them and Queen. So Dinglenut sort of looks to all of you and says, "Yes, well, you all are supposed to be the witnesses to the so-called dragon, yes?"
That is correct. Yes.
So you have declared that there is, you can attest anyway, that there is a beast of some sort that spoke to you through a portal of some sort, declaring that he was going to return shortly, yes?
Yeah.
What you speak of is accurate, but your tone of skepticism bothers me. Do you not believe it's actually occurred?
I believe you can understand my skepticism of this particular story. It does seem rather fantastical, don't you agree?
Anyone with even a mild knowledge of draconic lore would understand the who this thing was and what his claims are. He's no stranger.
I am not a stranger to the history of the dragons and whatnot. I am merely saying that the notion that a random group like yourselves would approach, and then Gazelle sort of motions over to him and says, "Please. It is simply our understanding that there would be no reason for such a beast to reveal himself in such a crude manner as he did. While we don't believe you all to be lying, we do believe that it is possible that you may have been tricked, or you may have been seeing things. A wide variety of different explanations. We are hesitant to leap to the conclusion that what you saw, what you claim to have seen, is in fact what you have seen. We would like to do further investigations before confirming this."
Listen, gentlemen, I love the matching bald heads. You're both fabulous. You're obviously both very serious men.
Very
but
brown.
This is not. I got shot in the fucking chest. I died. They had to pour potion down my mouth. Then I'm trying to go home, and the adventurers quad over here is like, "No, let's keep exploring." A fucking demon came out of an eye, man. It was the real deal. It scared the bejesus out of me. I'm telling you.
We would want nothing more than to actually run around and look for Poon, for my man Beto Virgin here. But instead, we're out here talking to the Queen in front of two rotund round boys, trying to describe to them a demon that we saw. Obviously, why would we lie about anything like this?
Dinglenut sort of like dabs his head again and goes, "Who are you calling rotund round boy?
Well, where I'm from, it's actually a positive thing.
It's a great compliment.
I'm sure it is.
Rotund dog.
Oh, is that really? I thought it was a weird way of pronouncing retard. My apologies.
No.
The Queen behind all of you sort of clears her throat and says, "It is my understanding, gentlemen, that you wanted to confirm with the witnesses first before we were able to devote any sort of resources towards investigating this. You have confirmed with the individuals in question, and they have confirmed exactly what we have told you already. So, are you ready to allow for resources to be devoted towards investigating this matter?"
I would like gold, yes.
The Dinglenut sort of like scratches his chest and goes, "Yeah, well, at the same time, I'm still a little, hesitant to allow for a large sum to be devoted towards what could potentially just be a lark." While Gazelle sort of scratches his chin and says, "If you would like, Your Majesty, we would not be terribly unkind towards the notion that you might use your own treasury to funding such an effort instead of devoting state resources to it. The Queen sort of tilts her head and says, I don't exactly have much in there. Most of my allowance is voted on by the Senate, as you know. And Gazelle simply shrugs and says, well, if you thought that this was going to be something that you would partake in the future, emergency situations that you would wish to investigate personally, then perhaps you should have requested a larger allowance, Your Majesty.
Wait a minute, back up. Investigate personally.
The Queen sort of shakes her head as well and says, yeah, I wasn't thinking that I was going to personally be investigating this. I thought that we were just going to send our people to investigate this.
That's us. That's we guys, the adventurers. I mean, how much are we talking?
Well, I wasn't even thinking of all of you. I mean, none of you are subjects that I'm aware of or citizens to Cornath. I was simply thinking that we sent soldiers, as would be normal in a situation where we might have a defense.
Let me tell you the reason that perhaps you should not send soldiers and instead send us. Sending soldiers, lots of paperwork, must go through Senate, must go through Congress, must get majority of filibuster. People do not want you to do this just because they do not like your policies. Much easier to have special investigative units that by act of Queen can go with no authority, act of emergency perhaps. Very easy, very fast, very cool.
Well, why not side by side? I have no problem having a little bit of oversight, and I think this demon was rather powerful. Maybe we could go side by side with the army, and they could oversee what we're doing. We would have more eyewitnesses. These rotund boys would then finally believe in what we're talking about. I don't know. Is that
you really want
like
you want to be affiliated with the party of the retard boys?
She doesn't even want to send us right now. But I'm just gonna. I'm gonna tell you, Queen. Listen, I know you have a way of dealing things normally, but this isn't a normal situation, baby. This is a extraordinary situation, okay? And we've dealt with it already. So we're an extraordinary, unusual team of people that you should hire to go investigate this thing for you with that big sack of cash you have.
It's not that I don't trust you. I mean, obviously I do. Otherwise, I wouldn't rely on your eyewitness testimony to confirm something. It's simply that this is clearly not just a national threat, but an international threat. If the return of any one great dragon from the past would be a threat to everyone that exists on the entirety of the world. I just feel like this is something that not only do I need to call a summit of all the other world leaders, but I need to devote resources towards shoring up an army just in case.
Let me stop you there. Perhaps you think too much. What if? Here's a big question. Political ramifications. If you say there's possibly dragon and no dragon, does not look good for you. So perhaps send special investigative team that you see in front of you to go see if there is dragon before making an announcement.
What if you do the stuff on your end, like getting all the world leaders and everything, and while you do that and send your people, you give us free reign over investigation as well. So you have two squads kind of, out there investigating. The best of both worlds.
She sort of sits back on her throne and starts biting her thumb a bit as she ruminates over this. And
Your Majesty, yeah.
Dinglenut sort of leans forward and goes, "Oh yes, these adventurers are clearly very well versed in proper political procedure, as it were. Particularly the young tiefling here appears to have a good grasp on finer points of governance. So if you wouldn't mind, we're going to sort of allow you to imagine how you're going to deal with this on your own, and we'll simply return to our particular jurisdictions, as it were." Gazelle sort of scratches his nose a bit and says, "Your Majesty, if you are able to find further evidence that is able to corroborate this to a point in which we can safely devote resources to this problem, then we will be all too happy to vote in favor of it. Otherwise, we're going to have to leave this to you." He sort of gives a little bow, as well as Dinglenut, and both of them turn and leave, the knights that accompanied them following them outside. And the queen sort of is sort of like rubbing the bridge of her nose, and she says, "Okay. So, I want all of you to speak candidly with me right for a second. How certain are you as to what you saw being absolutely what you claim to have seen?"
Your Majesty, as certain as I am a virgin, I know what we saw.
Okay.
Indeed.
That's a very odd way to put it, but I'll let it go. Okay. I have an idea of something that can be done, but it's going to require a bit of cooperation on your end, if you're fine with it.
It is not our strong suit, but perhaps we make do.
Wait. Team meeting. Sheckelstein.
Yes.
Are we negotiating for payment here? I know that's definitely something that's going to be...
Absolutely. We agree to nothing.
We
without...
want a blank check.
You have to be...
Oversight.
Listen, Virgin, leave Shekels to Sheckelstein, okay? As we figure out how to do this. Yes?
Yeah.
You have to be reasonable. Ask for
Yeah,
too much, get nothing. Ask
I
for
want-
too little. Best deal,
want-
both parties walk away slightly unhappy. So let's see what Queen wants from us, and we go from there.
Understood.
I agree.
Continue your proposal, mistress.
Well, there are a few things that I want to get done first. Something that I think is going to be very important is to gather together a strong group of people that I can use for negotiations with the rest of the world leaders so that we can ensure cooperation with them. I have a group of friends that I used to associate with, all of which have gone in different directions in their lives since 20 years ago. And if you wouldn't mind, I would like you to seek them out and bring them back to me. Whichever way you want to go about this is up to you. However you wish to convince them is up to you. And I will, of course, provide you with not only payment, but also a letter from myself letting them know that I have sent you.
This sounds great.
Is this
I thought we were gonna have to like fight stuff. This is perfect. Go grab some people, get paid for it. Easy squeezy.
Is this amenable to you all?
It depends on terms, but perhaps it could be okay. I have very many busy things on schedule, but perhaps I can fit in.
All right.
Ultimately, if it gets us more face time with you, madam, and Beto Virgin, I'm comfortable with this deal.
Naname, ask her if she has any hot siblings.
Madam Queen,
I don't want to be
do you
rude.
have any hot siblings? My dragon friend here is interested.
Name, maybe we should keep business official. I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
Apology accepted. I have a list, I believe. Jacoby sort of comes back over to you guys, and he hands, I don't know which one of you, probably, we'll go with Flim-flam. He hands Flim-flam a list, although Flim-flam is apparently dazed and confused right now. And he sort of like points down the list, and he says, the main thing is that there are, these are the less known coordinates of the different people that she is going to want you all to find. These are things that I generally keep tabs on in the first place. The first person on the list is going to be known as Vincent. He merely goes by the first name. I do not know why, but that is all he goes by. He is a very large Goliath man. I do not know if you know the race of Goliaths, but they are, how you say, a very savage people. Last seen going from a dock town to the northwest, he was going to the islands that lie to the northwest of the continent. So he would probably be the farthest one away. But he would be very, very good for us as far as negotiation purposes are concerned. Then there is also a Jacob Tarulian. He is last seen in a city to the southwest, and he apparently has gained himself the moniker of the King of Thieves, as it were. Not entirely certain how he came about that, but it is something of note. That is all I can say at the moment. Then there is this. This is Hazel. Hazel is the changeling who exists in a swamp very, very far away to the, I would say, the southeast. Where exactly she is located within these large swampy areas, I cannot say. But evidently, she was one of the Queen's most trusted advisors back in the day. And as I understand, she is quite capable as a witch. And then these two down here are Rachel and Sabrina Heartstrike. They are sisters. We sort of lost track of where they are, but the last time that we saw them, they were in a forest to the west. And we do not know exactly what happened to them from there. But there has been no reports that we have been able to find of any sort of deaths or anything, so we do believe that it is at the very least something that can be found. Those are all the people thus far. If you would like to pursue any particular one of them first, feel free. This is up to you, the order. He sort of steps back, and the Queen sort of clears her throat and says, and for each one that you do bring back, there will be obviously a reward for all of you. You will have a choice. You can either choose from the gold that lies within the royal treasuries, or you can choose
Magic items.
Well, that's sort of what I was saying. There are a variety of enchanted items that exist within the treasury as well, and those can be something that you can choose from at your leisure.
You know, I'm all for this, but we're going out on this adventure. I think there should probably be one magic item given out to us before we do this. I think my party would agree with me.
I think one axe, honestly, would be the best item for us to have.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion roll.
Absolutely. Let me roll persuasion. Oh no, my persuasion's better.
Yeah, you can roll it. I helped him out there. Oh, he's got it.
Okay. The Queen sort of nods after a second and says, a show of good faith does make a lot of sense. We'll go ahead and start with something as an indication of what's to come. And she sort of motions to Jacoby. And Jacoby comes over to her, and they exchange words for a second before he ends up leaving. And he returns very shortly with a long sword in his hands, and he sort of like hands it over to Anonyme. This is what is known as an enchanted weapon. I'm not entirely certain if you have ever seen something like this before, but as you can see, it is extremely pristine. It seems like it is very well made, and it honestly seems like it was made just yesterday. But what you do not know is that this is actually 100 years old. When a sword or an axe or any other particular weapon is enchanted with magic, they gain a sort of ineffability when it comes to age. They do not rust, they do not scratch, they do not generally break, unless of course you were to repeatedly smash it against the stone wall, in which case it is possible that you could break it, but it would take a lot of effort. It is capable of guiding your strikes, and it is generally sharper than any natural blade can be.
Is a longsword one-handed or two-handed?
It is one-handed, yes.
So that's a Noname sword, it sounds like.
So there you go. Thank you, Queen, Madam. This sword is as powerful as Beto Virgin's virginity. I will use it for good instead of giving it to Beto Virgin. However, I do have a weapon I could give the Beto Virgin if necessary.
Does it have a name? Does it have a name?
What is the name of this weapon, Madam Queen?
The Queen sort of shrugs and says, we found that after a while, and we haven't really had any scholars look at it, so if you would like to name it, you can.
Oh,
Name it
I shall
after
name this
the most beautiful
White
thing in the land.
Genocide.
Yes.
That is not the most beautiful thing in the land. I don't know why.
Oh, yes, it is. Every time interracial couples are kissing on the television, on posters that you see around the town. A white person is being...
Listen, guys, enough about the sword.
A white person is being bred out of existence.
Let's get on to Stranger Things. Enough about the sword.
As a half-orc, half-elf, believe that
if I may,
mixing races in this
white
regard
genocide
is good.
is an applauding
and
name.
extremely positive.
But I personally
I
like
feel-
mayonnaise mayhem.
Mayo side is also good as well.
Yes.
A great choice.
Because I agree that
I'm so sorry,
white
Jacoby,
magic
can we
is
just
incredibly
leave?
destructive.
And Jacoby sort of like clears his throat and to
You
get
have
all
the wrong
attention. If you wouldn't mind, throughout the course of all of you gathering these particular individuals, I will be your main point of reference. I am sort of in charge of all the scouts in the kingdom. So, most of the information that we gather, I have access to. So if you have any questions, you can just ask me. But as I have shown you so far, the current information that I gave you is all that we know.
All right, who do you guys want to go after first?
May I?
I think the sisters.
The sisters.
Well, maximizes.
Before we go out, I would like to have Beast Boy perhaps do perception check on Jacoby. Maybe I get feeling that perhaps this is all I know. Perhaps not all he knows.
I agree. So what's our game plan?
This would be an insight check.
All right.
Who is the highest of that?
Let me see.
I think that's still Beast Boy.
Let me see here. What I got?
I got low ass insight.
Wait, how many?
Show you that.
Dumbass bitch.
Make this shit bigger. Oh fuck. Yeah, I got a 5, man. I'm fucking high up there. Repping to do this
Yeah,
shit.
hit it. I trust you.
Hit it. Boom. What we got? Oh,
Bank.
Oh, 12.
You do get the feeling that there is more information that he could share, though you're not entirely certain if it's because if he's not sharing it because he's nervous or if it's because he just doesn't feel like it's relevant or like it's hard to tell exactly the motivations as to why he's not telling you more.
Let us be off.
Perhaps, Beast Boy, we should be extra careful going after
careful.
it. Jacoby, what do you think? First guess if you recommend that we should go after.
Honestly, all of them are going to take quite a bit of time to gather. They are all over the continent.
What is closest one?
Who's the hottest one?
Well, that's obviously the sisters.
Well, you know, hey, do not assume facts, not and evidence. Could be not so much sisters and perhaps something else.
It depends on your choice of aesthetics. Personally, do not really discriminate between the different genders. But if I had to say, I would say that Mr. Jacob Thorulian is very attractive. But I assume you prefer the women.
That'll be perfect for Noname.
I will say that the twin sisters are how you say very fiery.
What's happening? Where's my glass?
Twins it is. Let's go.
I'm doing that.
Which,
His mother is beating his ass.
which one is closest? Sisters?
When mom finds your boobs, I don't know. I'm so...
Personally, I could not tell you which one is closer exactly. As I said, the last time we saw the sisters or any sign of them, they entered the forest to the west, but they disappeared after that, and we have no further information. So whether or not it's going to require you to travel further, I do not know.
Okay, let me clarify question. What last known location was closest of all?
The least known location was definitely the of the sisters would definitely be the closest.
The sisters.
Yes, I concur.
Good. I think we should go see those sisters.
Very good. There is a forest to the west. I will provide you with some directions, and then you can go as you please at your leisure. Do remember every time that you do recruit somebody to return here for your reward.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
All right, finally.
We
Mom,
set it
I'm
up.
playing D&D. Speed pick.
That was
Alright.
incredible.
We're
So
off.
all of you are left to your own devices now. You've been set with a direction. You have a goal in mind. So
Let us
are you
head
going
off.
are you going to prepare at all, or are you ready to just get going immediately?
We got enough shit, I think, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. So all of you.
The way Lundy said that,
I guess.
No,
yeah,
we're
he thinks
good.
we should.
We're
I
good.
think I'll buy one quick thing. Nobody else. I just want just a thing of like navigator's tools, something to like a map of the area or something like that, so we can like know the lay of the land.
Certainly.
That's smart.
That's not at all difficult to
Also, climbing shit for everybody.
climbing shit.
Yeah, like like a vest and like rope and like a pickaxe, like pull yourself up. Regular
enough-
gear. I don't know if you.
Enough climbing supplies for everybody, as well as the navigation tools, would probably run you all together around, I would say, 14 silver.
Okay. So what is that? Like one
That's
gold and
that's 1 gold, 4 silver.
okay, cool. I'll buy it. And then I'm gonna put it on our donkey.
Okay. So all of you set off from the capital of Fortuna. Boom. And the map that you guys obtain sets you off towards the west. Yes. All the way there. So the travel is going to take quite a bit of time. There's a lot of different destinations between where you are there and the forest that you have been directed to, also known as the Eldine Reaches. So there's going to be
We can't see anything.
walking.
Oh, we.
Well, yeah,
since
it's
I bought a
further
map,
away.
are you able to like show us?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I can sort of.
It's nice for stream to be everything.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you're going to be traveling basically that entire length there.
So is it about horse time?
Is it about what?
We don't have horses.
We can
didn't
buy them. We can. We're in the capital.
If you want to buy
Yeah,
horses,
but
we can
it's
do
still
it real
gonna be
quick, but it will be expensive. Yeah.
It will be fairly expensive.
Well, I mean, if we're going to be journeying to 8 different locations, we're going to fucking want these things. We're going to shorten our travel time by forever.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree with them. All right, let's buy horses. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And fucking ride.
How much is it?
5 horses altogether is going to be, I want to say, 350 gold.
Do we have that, boys?
I just
Yeah.
doubled our last our
I have
last
135 on me.
How much for each horse?
355. You said?
It's 70, I believe. Wait, 70 times 5. Sorry, 70 times 4? Yeah, 5.
Perhaps I can. Let me try and
350
roll.
Yeah, that's 350. Yeah.
Can he talk him down on price? This is.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a persuasion.
Okay. Persuasion. Who the fuck is that? Oh.
Oh no.
Do you
He
have
made the
inspiration?
price. Nope.
I don't think you do.
I
Yeah.
have persuasion. I will talk him down.
Wait, no. Let me do it. I got it. Trust me.
No, I have it. I have a higher.
I have
probably.
6. No, mine's 6. It's double.
Okay.
There's no way.
Mine is 5, and I roll better than you, but okay.
I mean,
I
mine's
believe in
still
you.
higher. All right, I'll do it.
Okay.
There, boom.
Whoa! Fuck!
Fuck out of
Into a
here.
different show.
Fuck out of here with this, boy.
How much?
I fucking swindled him out of his shekel. Said, listen, baby, I'm about to buy some horses. Make a deal. All right, what's the offer?
Flim-flam is able to negotiate the price down by essentially claiming that it's a bundle, and so as
Yeah.
altogether, it's
Bundle.
generally a lot better to put a lump sum as a little bit lower when it comes to buying things in bulk. And as such, the shopkeeper is amenable to bringing it down to 250.
Nice.
So just
250
subtract
divided by 5. Everybody subtract 50.
50. Oh,
Poggers.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, we're horsemen now. We're fucking horse people now, boys.
We're gonna be traveling a lot, so maybe it's worth less encounters. All right. And we set off.
Okay.
Can
You
a horse
also-
carry as much as a donkey?
Yeah, they can generally carry more than a donkey, but the problem is that part of that load is usually you.
Okay. We'll just bring a donkey.
All right. I subtracted.
Let us
Wait,
be off.
gold lowers your weight too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, ever so slightly.
Okay, so you are able to
sorry.
travel for quite a bit of time.
I was momentarily dazed from a late trip from the recreational drugs I had in the prior episode here.
Well, the good news is, while you were still tripping, you bought a horse. We all got horses.
Did we get it for a good deal? I trust that Shacklestein negotiated.
No, not Shacklestein. The Flimmer, baby. The Flimmer did.
Flimmer? Did the seller like me?
Did it?
Was the seller a giant music fan? Was that how this whole thing played down?
Hell no, I just swindled him. My persuasion skill is
He said
crazy.
it was a bundle.
Yeah, I convinced him into selling us a PlayStation bundle.
Oh, the Black Friday Bunduru. Ah, indeed. Okay. I am also familiar with this tactic as well. Fantastic then.
Black Friday bundle.
I see that our location has changed now, and now that our map here, it seems that where are we heading towards? Who do we conclude that we're gonna go venture first? The sisters?
The twins.
Oh, yes. Time for me to see epic breasts. I mean, obviously, I will share one with you,
Adventure
Beto.
music?
I will share one with you, Beto, and I'll even let you pick the one you want first.
Sorry, what was that, Flim-flam?
Can we get some adventure music?
Yeah. The problem is, Roll20 decided to screw itself by getting rid of the fan burst stuff. So instead,
So I can't get the final countdown.
A lot of the jukebox crap that I usually got has been deleted from Roll20. I don't know why they did that, but
That's really sad.
it's ridiculous.
Trihex, do you just want to put like a Spotify adventure playlist on
I was thinking about that as
something up in the background because it's like just really dead air.
Can you link it for me?
Here.
I don't know how to
Yeah, here.
There we go. All right, now we're talking.
Hey, now we're adventuring. Dun 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 dun.
All right. So,
All right. Chat,
all
tell
of
me
you
if
set off.
Tell me if it's leveled off correctly, chat.
Let us be off.
All right. So, all of you set off from the capital of Fortuna. I have too many tabs open. And since you did buy the horses, the travel is a little bit easier for you guys. You're able to travel for a little bit longer. You're able to travel a little bit faster. And eventually you're able to make it along the road. I assume you're taking the main road as opposed to just going off into a bunch of different directions.
Yes.
Yeah, the main road. We have horses, so.
So you're able to make it about this far within a day's travel. And as you, as the sun sets and it starts to get dark, you notice ahead of you is on the road, on the side of the road, is just a lone building, just one fairly large building. There's candles illuminating the different windows. It's clearly 3 stories high, very large. There's a sort of a swing sign out front. And when you sort of approach it, you get a better look at what the sign says, and the sign says, "Weary Travelers Rest." Do you enter the building?
How long of a journey are we in?
To get that far, you guys travel 12 hours. So from about, it was about like 11 when you left, so now it's about like 11 at night.
I think perhaps Beast Boy do a perception check, and if seem okay, we stay. If not, stay outside.
We always have our camping gear. I think it's probably just
Smart
safer
move.
to. What'd you say, Flim-flam?
I say that's a smart move. If it passes a perception check.
Nothing
Pretty
wrong
rowdy
with it.
dudes.
Nothing wrong with exploring options. I agree with the caped individual. Let me see here real quick.
Okay.
Perception check. And let's see what we got. Ooh.
Outside of looking at the place itself, I mean, from what you can see, all the lights are on and there are people inside, but you're not able to gather very much more from that. It appears that the place has a fairly good sound seal on it, so you can't really tell what's going on inside, and all the windows are kind of there's like a little bit of a tint to them, not as a result of the windows themselves being like intentionally tinted, but as a result of them just not having been regularly watched.
Let's just camp on our own, guys.
I can tell that the place is currently occupied, but I can't make out much more than that, unfortunately.
All right, better to be safe and camp outside then.
Okay.
Let us take 4-hour shifts.
What if there's coochie inside?
We'll find the coochie with the twins.
That's a valid point. Well, actually, proposition here. Let's say both twins are extremely large-breasted. Do we take turns plowing the twins? Do we do me and Beto get first dibs, and then we sloppy seconds afterward, or like?
Well, I think we leave it.
We only have the ratio of poon to score to active males when precipitate is half.
No, we should probably let the women decide. But beyond that, I just meant
decide the order they get plowed in. Okay, that's fair. I agree with that.
And beyond that, I thought maybe there is coochie inside the tavern for virgin.
Let us.
Okay. No plan. Go inside. See if anyone knows of sisters. See if any hot poon is on table. And if not, we still camp outside. So go inside, quick check, talk to people, look for poon, and then go. Okay? We agree.
We can do a quick check inside.
Agreed.
I agree with this. Yes.
You can use your big nose to check for the smells of the dragon people's poon as you like. So let's go.
Let's do it then. Who shall knock? Shall we all knock together as a group, or should I knock right away, or how's this working?
I'll knock.
As you knock on the door, and you see from the window that somebody near the door sort of starts looking around as if they heard something. And as you continue knocking, the guy, who appears to be just a normal peasant-looking man, nothing particularly outstanding about his features, he sort of comes over and opens the door. And as he opens the door, there's this cacophony of people just shouting and carousing and banging their hands on tables, and you hear hey, as the door opens, and beyond the man you can see a group of people just dancing in the middle of the building, and there's another man who's sort of standing next to all of them, sort of strumming on what looks to be a lute of some sort, and he's sort of nodding his head pretty quickly as a very jaunty tune is being played, and all of that sort of just erupts out at you guys as the door opens. And the guy, he looks at all of you and says, "Oh, how you all doing today?"
Oh, we're good. Do you have anywhere where you can tie up our horses and stay for the night?
Yeah, sure. You could go ahead and tie the horses out to your left. There's a little bit of a barn, and if you go a little bit further, then you can go ahead and come in here and join in the festivities.
What is going on here? Why are you all so rowdy?
Well, you gotta have a little bit of fun when you're traveling, don't you?
I do not trust these people or this place.
I do not either.
I'm sorry, I can't make out what you're saying. Your accent is so thick. Where are you from?
I'm actually from a little bit down south, actually. Traveling to 14 at the moment. Traveled up to here, and then I found this place. It's a pretty fun place, gotta tell you.
Let me ask you a question. Have you seen twin sisters with big tits on travels?
Yeah, I've seen a few twin sisters with large tits. But if you actually, there's a city not too far down to the south. Not the friendliest place, but the brothels are out of this world.
Are brothels a thing that we're interested in going to, or is that
What was the name of these women we were looking for?
Sabrina and Rachel Heartstrike.
Perhaps have you heard of Sabrina and Rachel Heartstrike?
Oh, yeah, lots of people have heard of them. They're local folk heroes around the world, especially around these parts. Yeah, I've heard plenty about them. I ain't met them myself, though.
Do you
Have
know
you-
anyone?
What
Know
have you
anyone
heard
here?
about them?
Yes. What have you heard? Good point. Yes.
Oh, plenty of stuff. As it turns out, both of them were very capable warriors in their own rights, and both of them were very instrumental in the overthrowing of the old king over there in Kargath.
Is anyone in this place seen these women?
Well, I could ask around if you want.
Ask Snippy, and they give you silver for your trouble.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. He sort of goes around and starts like talking to all the different patrons who are sitting at the tables, and sort of exchanges quick words with each one of them before coming back and saying, well, I did hear something about that. See, Rachel and Sabrina, the Heartstrike twins, they're both redheads, you see. So if you want, I asked people if they've seen like a pair of twins in redhead, like armored folk and whatnot. Now, they didn't say that they saw him in specific, but they did. But there's a lad over there. He did say that he saw something like that, or at least he met someone like that, not too terribly far from here.
Okay.
Do you know which direction or how far? Or...
Yeah,
Any
you just
specifics?
keep traveling west. If you keep going west, you keep following the road, eventually you'll come across a little bit of a trade town. It's not a big place, but it's a good enough place that you'll be able to find a lot of information. It's possible you may travel through there.
All right.
My
Thank you.
friend, you sound for the way you sound, you sure have given us plenty of information. Baron von Sheckelstein, please compensate the man with the silver. Do not lie and try to run away because he forgot.
Sir, where is the bathroom? I must use and
I'll hand the guy a silver.
Potato.
He takes the silver. Glad, my lord. If you do want to use the bathroom, there's an outhouse not too terribly far to the right here.
He doesn't
You can
need to
actually
use the
see it.
bathroom.
He
was just
doesn't need to
trying
use
not
it. Just
pay
a
you.
greedy old man.
That is not true. Do not assume my
Oh, you're not
intention.
greedy? Pay me a silver then.
I was it's your choice to make effort for group.
See?
I did not volunteer. I just because I too slow. You pay for me in advance. This is your problem. Okay, perhaps examine inner emotions before judging others. And let's go and not talk about.
Are you guys,
Deflection, I hear. All I hear is deflection from Baron von Sheckelstein once again.
sorry you on coming here rest for a bit? We're going to be settling down here about an hour or so, and then you get yourself a good rest in the morning.
Yeah, let's do it.
No, I do not think this is a good
I don't
idea.
know about that.
All right, suit yourself. It's better, in my opinion, to have a bed than not, but up to you, guess.
Let us be
You're not-
off, old chaps.
In our group, we believe housing should be right, and as such, paying for is theft. So we will stay outside until world adjusts to view.
Are you going to be staying outside for a very long time, then, I
Very
imagine?
progressive,
I-
Baron von Sheckelstein.
I would also agree. A very long time, perhaps never, but we can dream. So we stay.
All right, well, if you don't want to join in the festivities, have a good day, folks.
It was nice to meet you. What was your name, sir?
Me? Oh, my name's Brian. Nice to meet you. What's
to
your
meet
name?
Beto.
Beto. Pleasure to meet you, Beto. If we meet again, I do run a little bit of a travelling trade shop. So if I have something that you might like, and I'm open for business, maybe we could talk a little bit then, eh?
Yeah, maybe.
Have a
Goodbye.
good day, folks.
Perhaps we'll reserve future conversation with that gentleman there whenever I'm not deflected in saliva and spit whenever he speaks.
Maybe.
It seems that his tongue and teeth capabilities are limited around here.
He speaks a weird tongue.
Yeah, and his saliva goes everywhere when he speaks too.
Do you guys want to jump on our horses and head west then for the night, and then we'll set up camp whenever we're tired?
Is it really wise to travel at 11 o'clock at night?
I mean, we can camp out, so if you want.
Let's go
I mean,
slightly out of view of
are
this
we-
place.
Are we doing
Why
a
don't- why don't
nocturnal
we go-
operation or?
No, we'll
Half
just
mile.
go a little bit out of view and then we'll camp near.
Half mile down the road, so they think that we leave and camp there.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. So you travel a little bit further. The fatigue is starting to get to all of you. So as you travel about a half mile down, you do end up making camp. Would anybody like to set up watches?
Yeah, we'll just do it. Me, Noname, Beast Boy, then Baron, and then I guess the
Well,
other
it's
guy.
every 4 hours is standard military watch.
Yeah.
They teach you this in elite fighting group.
We should
of
probably
Coast
only
Guard.
need 2 or 3. So, the big 3.
Okay. So who's going to be first watch then?
I will.
Okay, and second watch.
Me.
Noname aware. Yep,
Me,
Beast Boy.
sure.
Okay, and so third watch would be Noname then.
Yep.
Okay. Ba-doop-ba-doo. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just roll a few things here.
I am, before sleep, I have my familiar. I'm going to actually take watch with my familiar on myself.
Okay, so you're gonna be
So
what,
alternate.
so you're sort of like semi-joining Beto for first watch.
Yes, I will stay awake and my familiar will... I don't know, does my familiar even need to sleep or no? Or can
No.
I just literally... No? Then I'm just gonna command my familiar to fucking be on the alert for any motherfuckers coming near my...
Okay. He, your little imp nods to you and says, now, normally people might assume that he's speaking demonic or something like that, but no, he's just making screeching noises at you. Do-do-do. Okay. Okay, so first watch being Beto, and the imp, I guess. Beto, go ahead and roll me a 1d6. Okay, and a perception check for your watch. Okay, Beto, your watch goes by fairly uneventfully. Nothing in particular seems to catch your eye other than the sort of the lights in the distance from the building that you guys passed do seem to go out after a little bit, and that seems to be the only change that you can note. Your watch goes by otherwise without a problem. Beast Boy, since your watch
Yes.
2, go ahead and roll me a 1d6 followed by a perception check.
Bam.
Okay. And your perception check?
Bam.
Yeah,
Okay.
good stuff.
Do.
Damn.
So let's see.
I
Everybody
work out-
wouldn't mind.
I lift.
I know,
Everybody
you
would-
told me.
I'm
If
going to
the-
need.
If Nanami was awake, I would brag to him about how I've been motivated since the spider climbing incident.
Show us your guns, Noname.
I just need a couple
Alright.
seconds to set something up.
Perception, right?
This does not sound so good. Set things up.
Not yet for you. I just
Yeah.
need a minute. I just need a minute.
When DM needs minutes, is bad news, typically.
Yeah, uh-oh. Yikes.
Whose watch is it? Beto's watch.
It
No.
was Beast Boy's watch.
Fish.
Boom. There we go.
Like how he treats fish like a little fucking puppy. Just grabs him and picks him up.
His name is Fish.
Yeah, that's his dog's name. He's the real streamer.
Actually, that's funny. That was my GameStop assistant manager's nickname. We called him
Fish?
Fish. Yeah. Because when he got hired, he was the fresh fish. But then he stayed and became assistant manager.
Oh, dude, that's why.
That's why.
That's why Fish's name is Fish.
Because he's fresh fish.
Yeah.
Because he's the first dog I've ever had. I've never had a dog before. I've
yeah.
always wanted to have one. And that's what they call like new prisoners in prison.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Got him.
Get that booty. Let me get that booty.
Get his booty, son.
The dog pill.
This is what you do
I
to
love these little things so much.
the right wingers. You dog pill them.
All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and add a little bit of fog.
Is he a pit bull?
here, and then we're good to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like very much so.
And we can do this the
I get
easy
boxers
way
and
or the
pit bulls
hard
mixed
way.
up for some.
So we're gonna go ahead and shift maps over here.
Ooh.
So with a 19 in perception, and I believe you do have dark vision as well, right? As a dragonborn.
I believe so. I can check
Okay.
real quick. I can. Do you want me to double check real quick for you?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's true.
Where would that be? Where would that be if I had it? That's under my.
That would probably be on the bottom right of your core tab.
He has dark.
Yeah, I figured as much. So during your watch, the first hour or so goes by without too much of a problem, but the second hour you start to hear sort of like a rustling that appears to be approaching you, and as you sort of like glance around, you sort of note that there appear to be burly figures just sort of like coming towards you, but not just from one direction.
Me or someone else?
The group.
The group. Okay. All right. Oh shit. All right. I'm gonna wake everybody up and be like, "Yo, I hear shit." Or if you're not.
Okay, so you're just gonna yell out to everybody.
What do you want?
Or are you sneaking around like tapping everybody and?
Shit. Yeah, I would wake everybody up. I don't know. I probably would wake up Naname and be like, "Yo."
So you're sort of like
Quietly though, right? Instead of waking.
Are you like pushing people or are you like screaming it out?
No. Like I'm like shoving him to wake him up,
Okay.
but not screaming it out. No. Yo, hey. I hear things moving around right now. We need to engage. So I wake up Naname and then
And Beto.
and yeah, sure, and Beto as well.
Mm-hmm.
We start waking everybody up.
So as you wake up Noname and Beto and they get up, you notice the figures start to move a little bit faster as they start closing in on your location, and you're able to point all of them out for everybody. So I'm gonna go ahead and reveal a greater area here. So Beto, Naname, and Beast Boy are all awake right now, while you all go ahead and roll initiatives.
All right.
Flim-flam and Shacklestein, you can roll initiative as well, but you won't be able to go until you've been woken up.
Wouldn't my familiar have woken me up when these guys got up?
The familiar, well, actually, he didn't roll to see his perception, so.
Wait, I was saying that I woke him up too. Sorry. I don't know if you heard that.
Well, that's okay. So when you and
Yeah.
Noname were woken up, that's when they started to close in because they saw you guys moving. So they were noticing you guys were waking up, and they were. Okay, yeah, your familiar would have immediately woken you up.
So I'm the only motherfucker sleeping right now?
Yes.
Why is it always got to be Flim-flam, man?
You have to roll initiative.
Yeah. So turn order.
Be
Innovert's
top.
got a 3.
Middle of the screen. Little initiative button you guys have to click on your memory.
Wait, you wanted to send the results, but no. Oh fuck! I rolled a 20 and I can't even fucking show it.
I
forgot to click myself.
Yeah, you forgot to click yourself.
I don't even. Oh whoa! What the fuck?
It's alright. I'll put it up there.
Hold on.
Yeah, I gotcha.
No, you don't have to. It's fine.
You don't want your initiative? I don't know what you mean.
No, I'm saying like you don't have to give me a 20. I just have to click on myself and do it again, right?
No, it's
No,
on the
it's
thing, dude.
fine. I can just add you there. See?
Hello,
Add you
fish.
there. Done. And then Shackleton.
Trihex, click your character and then click the initiative thing
Wait.
on your character sheet.
Fuck, wait, what? I'm sorry, what didn't I do? You mean click what?
You have to click your character and then go to your character sheet and click initiative.
Okay, click my character, which is... and then
The
click,
top left one there.
And then click initiative. It's like in the very top middle of your sheet. Next to your AC and your speed.
like that?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was doing it wrong the whole time. Then. Holy shit. Okay. My bad. Did I do it right now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool.
You're muted, Big Lundy.
I went ahead and sent that in the chat there for you, Trihex, so that we can change the song so that it's more relevant.
Bam, bam, dun, 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 dun.
Okay. Flim-flam, you still need to roll initiative. Well, you're not going to be going until you roll.
He already did. He
Oh,
rolled
yeah.
for.
I'm an idiot.
Good job, Flim-flam.
Hey, killing these dice rolls, bud.
So Flim-flam's up there, and you got a 4, bam, and the...
It looks like my map is like low resolution for some reason. Does anyone else
Mine
have that
too.
also?
Yeah, my map's really low.
That's because it's stretched.
Got it.
I found something off of Google really quick. Give me a break.
It's alright.
Okay, and then we sort this into descending order, and we're good to go. So, everybody's woken up except for Flim-flam, and these guys are going
As
first.
per years, dude. As per fucking years.
So let's see. The top two guys here are aiming some arrows at Mr. Sheckelstein. Top two guys here are going to aim arrows at Beast Boy. And these two guys down here are going to be aiming arrows at our paladin friend, Noname. So, let me double check and make sure I got their rolls correct.
Guys, I'm glad we camped in this totally trapped ravine with it.
What a great spot!
Holy shit.
All right, so Schickelstein, does a 16 hit you and does a 20 hit you?
What?
Does a 16 hit you and does a 20 hit you?
What's your armor class?
15.
Okay, so yeah, both of them hit you then.
Oh yes, perhaps if I die, it makes easier things for you. Less people to kill other people. Smart thinking from group as usual.
We're just laughing, dude. Chill, it's fine.
So
We'll
2
save your
arrows.
bitch
Oh,
ass. We'll
yeah.
save your
Triggered.
bitch ass
Big
on
joke.
call.
Right.
Big joke. I have arrows in leg now. Ha ha ha! You're bleeding, Sheckelstein. So funny.
Sheckelstein, you coward. We'll save you. if you die.
Would Sheckelstein's screams of pain wake me up?
He did get a natural 20. I don't know. I think that's a scream of pain.
Sheckelstein's screams wake you up. I'll go with yes. So you are startled awake. You are startled awake. You will not be able to actually take an action
That's okay.
until next turn.
Bro, I just don't want to get shot with an arrow while I'm fucking asleep, bro.
That
It's
would
hard
suck.
to fucking roll defensive initiative when you're sawing logs.
Beast Boy, you take 6 damage.
Ah! Fuck. How do I,
Here, I'll go ahead and...
Yeah, I forgot how to do it. It's been like a year. I forgot how to do the combat.
On
stuff.
your character sheet, you just subtract.
Okay. Oh, you heard it for me.
Chill, fish.
And I don't think an 11 or a 17 hits Noname.
You really have 18 AC?
Yeah, he's only gonna
Ah,
get 2.
yes, I do, my friend.
What a Chad.
That's because you are wielding your shield, right? Like that's your.
Yes,
default.
I am.
Got it.
Did you add the
okay.
longsword to his character sheet with like the additional pluses or whatever?
I did not.
I didn't, but I can.
I don't know what the characteristics of the.
I can add it for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Where? Noname. There you are. Boom. And we'll go ahead and just go over here.
What year's your friend turn?
There we go. Okay. What year's what?
I was asking how old their friend's gonna be, but they don't know. Go ahead.
Okay. Noname, it is your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Ask Will. It's Will's roommate.
I don't want to dox him.
Oh, that's fine. Whose turn is it?
Noname's.
What?
Go ahead, no.
Haha! Time to crush these foes. The ones that were aiming specifically at me, which I assume are down here. Are they far enough that I can just run up to them and then swipe at them immediately?
Not in your armor, no, because you have a movement speed of 20 feet.
Time to throw a javelin at them then.
All right.
The one closest to me, or the one further away from me, actually. Fuck it, the closest one I can get to, probably.
Gotcha.
In a second. Can I do it while I also jump up one time? Like I jump. Like I jump forward and I throw the javelin.
Yeah, you can even go here if you wanted.
Yeah, you can move 20 feet and attack if you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, let's fucking move 20 feet then. Oh shit, what am I doing? What the hell is this?
I'm just showing you where you go. Are you trying to move him?
Yeah, I am moving.
Top
Hold
left.
on.
Oh, you got it.
No, I was doing the right click to see how far it goes.
You good?
Okay. So go ahead and roll to attack with javelin.
Time to take out the people's javelin. And wait, what the fuck? Why isn't it working? Oh, sorry. I gotta click on it. And strike them down.
Okay. And does a 14 hit? It does not. So the javelin ends up clanking off of one of their shoulders, but sort of like sailing past them a little bit.
Wait, does that mean is that because I'm at a disadvantage or something? What just happened?
No, 14 doesn't hit.
Just a 14 doesn't hit. You probably need 15 or 16 to hit him.
Jesus Christ! Ah, a mighty foe.
Who are you?
This brings us to Beast Boy. What are you doing?
Mightier than I expected.
All right, so let me couple questions here. Okay, so first is it's nighttime, right? So
yes.
Are we able? How do I have a gauge here of how well lit our bonfire is to be able to see these current enemies right now?
Everything on the screen you should be able to see.
Everything on the screen is within the bonfire's range. Bonfires, they have bright light for 30 feet and then dim light for the next 30 feet. So within 60 feet, everyone should be able to see everything fairly easily.
Okay. And then the two to my left here they're on a cliff, right? So I have to like climb this cliff to access them. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Shit. So let's say hypothetically I want to transform into a spider and I want to climb the. So I forget how the whole thing here works. I apologize.
Turning
maybe
into.
we trade enemies because I can blast cliff people. You take guys on ground.
Turning into an animal is a bonus action, so you can turn to an animal and move and attack at the same time if you can get there in one movement.
Shit. What were you saying, Shacklestein?
You take enemies in top right, and I take enemies on cliff with my my shit.
Okay. Well, in that case, it sounds like you'd rather me. Cause I was gonna use a spider to climb the cliff, debatably better than a bear. But if you're gonna do the top, if you're gonna get the cliff people, then I can just become a bear and then fuck these dudes up. Then, let me make sure again. Yeah, because bear has actually high speed. Yeah, I'm gonna do the. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna transform into a brown bear.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put a bear up here for you. And let me just give you control over the bear.
Cool.
There we go.
Awesome. Now, how do I do the line thing where I'm like seeing how far I can move and shit? Y'all.
Top left, you'll see like a little like ruler under the paintbrush, under the glass, like right, and then you click that, and then you can see how far you can move. Each square is 5 feet, so even if you don't have the line, you can kind of.
Gotcha. I don't actually see this ruler thing you're talking about. So it's the top left toolbar, and then you go to like what, draw shape or like freehand or.
No, right under that.
Right under that. It's right here. I linked it in the chat. It's like the one I have.
Oh, that's a ruler. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's hard to see. So.
Okay.
It's a ruler in the circle. It used to just be a ruler, but they changed it to make it more confusing because Roll20 is stupid.
Okay, I was making sure. I was like, this looks nothing like what was last time. Okay, cool. Okay, and then I can so I have for my bear I can do multi-attack. I can bite. Tell me again, is flanking like a universal thing in this game?
Yes.
Okay, so then I should probably so if I went like behind, so if I understand correctly, right? If I like go like behind this dude right here on the left, someone could potentially come in the front of him during their turn and then go for a flanking bonus. Is that possible?
Yep.
If nothing.
Technically, yes, that would be something people could do. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, in that case, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move over to behind the left one if I can.
Yep, I believe as a bear you have a land speed of 40. So.
Yeah. So then how would I? Now I need to move my token, right, to confirm this. Is that correct?
Yep.
How do I actually move my guy? I take my.
You should be able to click on the bear.
All right, so move.
You can drag it, but if you want to see how far it goes, you can do right click and it shows you like.
Oh, yeah, we got that figured out. Okay, I'm sorry. I was being extra stupid. Okay, so I move my bear and I need to like rotate him like this so he's facing this. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and if I can go and commit to multi attack, I'll do that. We'll do the first one with the bite, and then see what that does.
Okay.
We'll go from there.
Yep, no problem.
How do I
I believe you have access to the brown bear file. And,
oh yeah, right. Okay.
That allows you to click multi-attack, I believe, or bite or claws. Yeah. Because you got 2 attacks. Yeah. So you click bite and then claws. Okay, you hit with the claws. So go ahead and click claws again. Not on your sheet, but on the
on the
chat.
history. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so 12 damage to him. How much HP do these guys have?
1.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you claw into this guy, and your claws like sink all the way into its body as you rip out its spinal cord with your claw, and just blood splatters all over you.
Awesome.
All right.
Shit. OP.
Baron von Shackelstein, your turn.
Okay.
Can't wait for this one.
I will. Let's see. Where is this shit?
I feel like he has some powerful spells that he just hasn't used for literally no reason whatsoever.
It's because he's frugal. I'm sorry, bear noises.
Where the fuck is this goddamn thing? Sorry, I'm looking for. Oh, here it is. I guess.
Okay, yeah. So
who do I want to disintegrate? I guess guy top right of Cliff. I don't know why I can't ping it, but whatever.
If you hold in the left click while you're highlighting the pointer and there you go. So that's 8 damage to him. So you reel back with your rage of the bourgeois, and you fire that off, and the black flame sort of like engulfs the creature for a bit, and he sort of like screams in pain as the black flame sort of fades. The creature is still standing, but he's clearly very badly hurt as he's panting.
You think didn't die?
No.
Almost. We're skipping Will because he's dead or asleep for this turn.
Oh, God damn it.
But I will allow you to stand up and get your things, and you're ready to go for the next round.
Super.
You sound so annoying.
All right, I'm gonna go here.
That's
I'm gonna rage.
super. Thanks for asking.
I'm also going to use Divine Fury.
Okay.
So first creature I hit takes 1d6 plus half the barb level. So here is my first swing. Guessing that dude's fucking dead. I also get Great Open Weapon Mastery, which when I kill something, I get to attack again. There's the other one, and he's dead.
Hey, nice turn, dude.
Thanks, dude.
Quick.
I'll make it fucking quick.
Baron Virgin just comes in and just fucking cleaves through two of these guys. Not even a problem.
It was also
Both
radiant damage, so it was like I'm like a god. It looked so fucking sick.
Both of them are bifurcated as a bright light shines from their bodies.
Double kill. Killtacular.
Headshot.
Okay. Brings us over to here. All right, so this guy here is going to turn on the bear, and he's going to drop his weapon and draw his blade and try and attack the bear. I believe that's also that. Yes. So.
Me.
He misses though. As he's like swinging wildly at the bear, trying to get it away from him.
I can't believe I missed throwing a stick while Beto's fucking carrying. Good job, Beto, for carrying the team.
Let Flim-flam get a
I can't even-
motherfucking turn.
And these two are going to continue to attack Baron Sheckelstein. So.
Oh, wait a second. Wait, continue to attack. The one's attacking me in top right.
Well, yeah, they switch.
Oh, all of a sudden, all enemies go to Baron von Sheckelstein. Oh, I see it is. Okay, we got no problem. I can take heat. It's not issue.
Well, the problem is now I have to run once again or throw a javelin. And now I'm much further away from the rest of the enemy.
Baron von Sheckelstein, you take 19 damage and you're down to 2 HP. As one of the arrows thunks right next to where your heart is.
Shekels. He's a piece of shit, but he's our piece of shit. We can't let him die, boys.
These arrows meant for you, bear.
What?
Sorry, I'm a bear. I can't speak human right now.
All right, Noaname, your turn once more.
What's up, Sheckelstein? You gonna debate with them? Pause it down to make sure your life is in good hands. Can I run up this hill? Oh fuck! Oh, oops! I went to the wrong direction. Sorry. Hold on. I don't know why the map moved on its own. What the fuck's going on? God damn it!
The map moved.
No, I'm doing a wrong thing. I'm moving the map when I thought I was moving. On my end, when I thought I was moving my character, what the fuck?
I don't know what you're doing. You were originally there,
now.
yeah.
Whenever I right click, fuck.
Might be on the wrong tool.
Oh, because you're not supposed to. Well, you need to left click first and then right click.
Yeah. I'm.
Are you on the? Okay, so you're on the select character.
Oh, I can get up there. Oh fuck, I can't get to him though. I can only get to the edge of this cliff, like up here, which is 20. Can I go 20 or 25 feet?
Well, it's a 15-foot cliff. Well, 10-foot cliff. So let's see. You'd move 5 feet there, and then you'd climb 10 feet to get up there. This would be about that would be about where you could go right there. That's provided you pass an athletics check, which shouldn't be too terribly difficult.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll go up there. Before Beto Virgin kills them again, I go up there and I shove a javelin right down the throat of the first one right in front of me. I mean, the second one, in the back. And I need an athletics check, and then I toss the javelin, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, no problem. Go ahead and toss your javelin.
All right. Big on thought.
Skeet and yeet.
Unfortunately, a 12 does not hit.
Oh, come on. Fuck, man. My advantage is 26. So terrible.
Welcome to my world.
All right, well.
No, Name, your speed is so low. Do you skip leg day?
I never skip leg day.
Are you letting Beto's influence get to you, where only the top half is the important half?
It's these, it's the fact that I have not laid next to a fair maiden for months. And the burden I feel from that
You
is...
laid next
Well,
to me
I feel
last
like if
night.
you had a maiden anytime soon, your bottom has been neglected so frequently now. Your nether regions are probably defective. It probably wouldn't do you any
Someone
favor
said
to
his strength
acquire
is
a
over
maiden.
13. Shouldn't actually lose that much. He shouldn't lose 10 feet per round.
Huh?
I don't know. Someone said that his strength is over 13, so he shouldn't lose movement speed when he's wearing that armor.
I believe that's a variant rule. Either that or feet. Normally, if you're wearing medium to heavy armor, you're supposed to lower your...
Oh, no idea.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm not sure where that comes from. That's not a core rule that I'm aware of.
It's up to you. Yeah, you're the DM.
But that would kind of defeat the purpose of the unarmored defense for barbarians and monks that allows them to be able to move fully while being armored. Like, that's kind of the point. So I don't know about that, and I'm not gonna roll with it. So
Sure.
Beast Boy, your turn.
All right, so let me understand. Okay, what can I actually do here? Let me just real quick, ruler. So like, where is Sheckelstein at? Because I know he's dying.
Right here.
Okay. Who has healing shit right now? Do I even have anything that can help this guy out or no?
I can heal.
You can heal? Okay, so you can heal. When do you
Well,
go?
like 5,
Right.
right? Isn't it like 5 hit points or something?
He'll be alright.
He'll be all right.
It's just Sheckelstein. Fuck him.
I think I can. I think
wait.
I without reasonable.
If
I think
Sheckelstein
I-
goes to 0, doesn't he like die like for real?
No. We
Listen,
can pick him up.
he can just run. A and B. I have a spell that like will guaranteed kill one. So as long as you kill one, he's fine.
Do not worry about me. I will be fine.
Okay, I guess the chat's
Man,
right.
he sounds actually hurt.
I guess the chat is correct on that. All right, fair enough.
Okay. Well, it looks like I'm gonna kill the guy next to me here, I guess, because like.
Do you want to just run in front of Sheckelstein and be a body block?
Yeah. Can
Don't worry about this. Don't have to do
Can
this.
I attack this guy here, and if I kill him, could I then use my move action after I attack this turn? Can I go? I gotta order that. I forget if you can attack and then move, or if it's only.
Yeah. You can attack and move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then let's go ahead and do multi attack on the dude next to me here. Let's fuck this dude up.
Yep.
All right. Let's
So bite and claws.
Yeah. Wait, how do I? Oh, I'm sorry. I did it wrong.
Okay, the claws hit. Just one claw.
Okay.
And then you click on the claws in the history. Yep. You slash through this guy too, like he's butter. He can stand not to your right.
Cool. Then I fucking like take my teeth and I just fucking throw his fucking like left lung across the fucking thing. Blood puddle everywhere. All right. And then I'm gonna move
Nice
it.
flourish. I like it.
I'm gonna go ahead and can I get? I kind of want to get in the way. No, well, I don't want to get hit either though. Sheckelstein, can I talk to him real quick? Sheckelstein, are you gonna move or what? Like, should I block you so I'm not taking all this damage? You're gonna.
You're a bear.
Fuck.
You're a bear.
I'm a fucking bear. God damn it. All right, well, shit, dude.
Wait. He's a bear, but Sheckelstein can still say things in human and he can understand them, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, just I'm gonna be.
He said he's good.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's your turn, Sheckelstein.
Oh, it is.
No, I haven't moved yet. I was gonna figure out if I'm gonna like move over.
Yeah, get ready to murder those guys on the cliff.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over here then. I'm gonna go right here.
Sheckelstein, we're gonna protect you, brother. Don't worry.
I do not trust so much. I protect myself.
Don't my turn.
Oh my god, he like actually is pissed. What the fuck, dude?
What are you doing for your turn, Mr. Sheckelstein?
I can cast a spell and my Eldritch Blast, correct?
No, your Eldritch Blast counts as a spell. It's not a bonus action.
Okay, so for my cantrips, what do I have for my bonus, or the things I can do with this?
The things you can do with the stuff. What?
With the spell, there's things I can do with a spell, correct?
Most of the things that you get as a warlock are additions you can give to your Eldritch Blast specifically. And then there's the invocations that you have, which are basically extra kind of spells that you have.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn invisible.
Okay. Are you going to do that from your spell list, or are you going to have your imp casted on you?
My imp is currently invisible as well, right? So can it do me and itself?
I don't believe invisibility is a concentration, is it?
No, you can pass it as. I think
Yeah,
it's
So both of us?
he can do it for you too.
So we'll both be invisible then.
Yep.
All right, we'll just do that, and then I'm gonna just move to a position where they don't know where the fuck. So I'm gonna cast invisibility, and then I'm gonna cast my imp is gonna do it. Wait, so I could actually attack then, because I'm not doing it, correct?
Yep, that's the great thing about a familiar. They can cast the invisibility on you, and then you can move and attack. However, with invisibility, if you do attack, then you're going to break your invisibility.
All right, so I'm gonna attack.
What you can do,
and then go invisible, right? All right,
there you go. That's how you do it.
Okay, so let's do. Sorry, I'm going through here. So that's under core. So we're gonna cast this on. I guess this dude is whatever. We're gonna do that. Go invisible, and then just move to here.
Okay, so you throw a blast, and as you throw the blast, your body becomes completely invisible to everybody else. It appears to everybody else that Baron von Scheckelstein has disappeared after the black flame leaves his hand.
Does the enemy die?
You went with the bottom left one, right?
Yeah.
Then no. He does get engulfed in flame, and he is very much hurt, but he's not dead.
It's their boy Flim's turn.
Hell yeah.
All right, Flim-flam, what are you doing?
Show them how it's done.
How high is that ledge?
It's 10 feet.
10 feet? All right. I take the one that's engulfed, and I walk over and I hit him with a great suggestion. I go, hey, man, why don't you take a swan dive off of that cliff onto your neck?
Okay.
Persuasion check.
No, I got a spell.
Oh,
I mean, they're both pretty fucked up. I mean, you could probably literally just punch two of these guys in the face and they both die.
I like to have a little, I don't know, charisma.
A swan dive onto your neck. I like it.
I know that there is a limit on what you can suggest.
I was told this was like a Jedi mind trick.
It is. The Jedi mind trick does not tell people to kill themselves usually, though. In such a manner to make the course of action seem reasonable.
What if I tell him, hey, man, put those flames out by jumping off that cliff? That's a reasonable suggestion.
The suggested activity can be completed in a short time. The spell ends, blah, blah, blah. You can specify the conditions. If the conditions met, if you or your companions damage the target, the spell ends. Yeah, that can work.
Nice. I go, listen, man, those flames are going to kill you. You got to jump off that cliff to put them out.
All right. Let me check its wisdom score. Oh, not great.
Do a sick 360 off that cliff, bro. Just send it, bro. Fucking send it, dude.
Unfortunately, it does make its wisdom save.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
Man, I might as well just stay in town.
You could have just judo
sucks,
chopped
dude.
it.
I'm actually tilted.
I'm gonna run up this cliff.
Okay.
And kill everything in sight.
Be able to get right there. I can only have one. I'll attack this guy. I still have Instill Rage going, so.
Yep.
Which gives me advantage.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Gives you. Well, reckless attack gives you advantage.
Oh. Then I don't kill him.
Yeah, the nat 1 does not hit.
Yep.
Okay. So these guys again, their target disappeared. And you just ran up to them, so now they're going to try and get on you. This guy is going to move over here.
Oh
behind you.
shit! No flanking. No.
Not worried about it.
Does an 18 hit you?
An 18 or 15?
18.
Yeah, they hit.
Why do I hear
So both of them
a
have.
small man in
Yep.
background of stream?
All right, so that's gonna
What
be
damage is this?
5 and 1 is 6, so 3. This is slashing damage, and then 5 and 1 is 3 again. So you take 6 damage altogether.
Yep. And that you already halved it, right?
Yep. All right, and back to Noname. Noname, one of them has ran in front of you in order to get behind Beto Virgin.
Yeah.
Kill him, Noname.
Naname, prove your worth. Slay something this battle, please.
I know. I know.
Don't let play of the game go to Beto.
Hey, Beto is a formidable warrior. Okay, he's doing well, and I'm very proud of him. But it's time to swing this mighty sword that I just got from the queen after going 15 feet over to this person, right there. Okay, I just did that to show you where I'm going. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Swing it.
And swing the mighty new sword I got, which is the Mayo side sword.
Yes, mayonnaise mayhem. Unleash.
It's longsword +1, right? On my.
Yes, longsword +1.
Okay. Time to unleash the mayonnaise mayhem. Fuck. What the fuck?
Wait,
So,
we're flanked, right? So
yes,
he gets.
yes. He's flanked, so he gets advantage. So the 22 hits.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. You,
Oh, it's a 1d10
you
as well?
planned that.
I did that on purpose.
What's the additional 6 damage?
I don't know. I'm very confused what that's supposed to be.
Slashing.
No. I don't know. Did 1d4
Oh.
why is
6 if he's
Oh, there's another 1d10 here for
It's if he's
have
two-handing
no
it, then
idea.
he gets an.
Yeah. That's the second damage that you could potentially do if you're two-handing it. Got it. All right. I was very confused by that. So yeah, you slash into this thing from behind, and you take off its head. So
Sick, dude. This game's fucking awesome, man. I'm glad I play this fucking fantasy
Sing
game
us
to get
a-
shit on worse than real life. Like, what the fuck is this? Who designed this piece of shit?
Sing
dude?
us the tale.
What do bards do? Because right now, I'm carrying this motherfucker's ass. I'm more mystical than Flim-flam. This dude can't do shit. Why did I pick this class? I could have played a motherfucking barbarian and probably had more convincing music. I'm done, dude. I'm fucking dead. I'm gonna chill in town and collect paper stacks while these motherfuckers I'm gonna get a job in the game. Because that's what my life constitutes of. I can't adventure. I can't do shit. I can't even Jedi mind trick a guy who's already on fire. All right, I've spoken my piece. Continue with the game.
All right, are you gonna move up here, Trihex?
Is it my turn?
Yep.
All right.
And
so-
yes, clip that. I want DnD to know. I want the people at DnD to know.
All right. So there's only one dude left, right? The top
Yeah.
left guy. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Literally right.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck this dude up, bro. We'll go over here. I'm guessing I would get flank advantage because it's a back-to-back, right? If I move right here. Let me see.
Yep,
and then,
you do.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Can I
Do your multi-attack?
Well, let's see what I got here. Yeah. Well, why else would I do that? So we're gonna do that, and then bite, claw.
Both of those hit. Just click the little attack button on the bite and the attack.
Okay, so boom, and then Bam.
All right, he's dead.
Super dead.
Big Lundy's mic stopped working. So I think we're ending here anyways, though, since it's 11.
Yeah. All right. Well, good. I'm still alive. Listen, I'm staying invisible from now on. I think is the just staying in this
Forever?
shadow creature. Yeah, I think I'll stay invisible.
So we'll camp here for the night.
You
Sorry
regen?
we're late, everybody.
Yeah, you
We will
regen-
tonight. Yeah.
You regen. How much HP do you regen?
You'll need to roll your hit dice.
Okay, so we'll do that then
We'll
later.
do that next time. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, let me roll my 1 real quick.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be back next week. We're gonna all squad stream. So everybody will be able to stream it on their own channels, and then it'll all like be under like one squad stream. So.
Yeah, shout outs to Dragon Quest in my chat, who was like, why aren't y'all squad streaming?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, we're all dumb. Why are we not squad streaming?
If you want to check out everybody's channels, everybody can go throw your shit in the chat and talk about it real quick.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out here again to Lundy, because, dude, that every time you come back, man, you got like, not even just one, but like 2 or more new accents. I'm like, man, look at this guy go, dude.
What do you mean 2 or more? He has every time he has new accents.
I
for
know
every
it blows me. I keep thinking he's tapped out. He just finds more to do. I'm like, this man's a fucking beast.
Yeah, Big Lundy's the greatest.
Oh, you are the GOAT, dude. And I want to say here again, I apologize for not being here the last 2 weeks. I'm sorry to let the momentum slide. I promise you, 2 weeks ago was because of Twitch Ambassador I got granted. I went to Twitch HQ and I had a very important meeting to discuss upcoming Twitch products that I can't discuss right now under NDA, but I did it for the greater good of Twitch. If you like how bits are right now, do know that I went there to make bits good in 2016 and tell them what they should do with it. So things like earning bits via ads, that's because I bitched them to make it fucking happen. So respect on
Hell
me,
yeah.
F in chat. And I went there again 2 weekends ago to make future shit not suck ass either. So I let them know things I was not happy with Twitch, which I can tell you about at a later time. And then last weekend was because I had I get a new Yoshi game comes out like once every 7 years for me, and I'm a big Yoshi speedrunner guy, so I had to and it came out on a Friday, so I had to
You had to do it. Yep.
Yeah, I had to do it. So
I was at PAX East anyways.
yeah, so cool. So it's all Mooton's fault anyway. So we all good.
Will, do you want to go? Throw up your shoutouts.
Hell yeah. The Willneff. It's easy. You can find it. Will tilted today, guys, but it's always fun. It's always a pleasure to sit down with these gentlemen and have them sexually assault women in a world of fantasy.
That's not. Hey, okay. We're not doing that.
Anywho, I'm a very lazy streamer. I will be on more, I promise. I think Hassan and I are doing a little streamy tomorrow. For those of you who want to check us out, we have a pretty good dynamic.
What are you guys
We're
doing?
funny guys.
In the morning, we're gonna try to do a podcast before I do the Raj show.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So come by, and again, I gotta echo it. Thanks to Lundy for being the man, and thank you guys for coming and having so much fun with us.
Harkdan?
Hey, thanks for watching. It was fun, as usual. Still alive. Can't keep a good man down, as much as my team might like to have it happen that way. But we'll come back stronger. That's how it works when you work out. You get stronger, the muscles get bigger. You can follow me on Twitter, DBL, or my Twitch name is Harkdan. So, yeah.
Just follow my YouTube, youtube.com/MrMouton. I throw up all the episodes onto my YouTube. That's pretty much it for me. Hassan, do you want to throw yours out?
Yeah, twitch.tv/Hasanabi.
Yeah.
And then
That's all I got.
the greatest DM in the world, Big Lundy. His Twitter is @big_Lundy. He is a DM for hire, so if you want to hire him, you can.
Absolutely, yes.
Well, you can hire him.
Once again, thank you, Lundy.
I gave him a
Except for
5. I gave him a 5 on Yelp. To give you guys an idea.
All right, I think that's it for this week. We'll be back next week on all of our channels with Roll for Content. Yeah.
Squad W, baby.
Squad W.
Oh my God, Squad W.